Is February finally the month where we get out of crypto gaming winter? Well, with what's happening in gaming, all the development behind the scenes, and what's happening in macro, other than this massive shakeout we're in now, it looks like a lot of signs are pointing to a much happier March. So what we're doing now is looking at 3 big gaming projects and the opportunity that is going to come up for all gamers. Now, on today's show, we're going to cover Shrapnel, finally some great news for 2025. We also have Star Atlas, something big is cooking. They've just been waiting for the markets to catch up. And if you're involved with the immutable side of things, you'll definitely be happy to hear about what's coming up with Immortal Rising 2. First up is Shrapnel, and they're gearing up finally for that always-on play. They're doing it right, making it free to play, and the team is focused on a new team-based mode. In terms of updates, first up, they have their schematics and printer, and that's going to be their blueprints for in-game items. You can use these to create weapon skins and charms just by paying a small fee in Sharp. And what's cool about this, players that were involved in some of their pre-play are getting some pre-launch schematics that you could even sell on a marketplace. Next is the Recycle Depot. Do you have any skins lying around? You can now recycle skins for a random item by paying Sharp. The more you put in, the better your rewards. And you can also choose operators. Each of these will have their own unique abilities. And they're going to be available for purchase on the Shrapnel marketplace. If you're an extraction pack holder, you can redeem the operator as a reward. And if you're an operator NFT holder, you're going to receive an operator through an airdrop. Now, in terms of the Shrapnel community, they already have all those insignias that you created. However, they're not ready to put them in-game until they come up with a big use case. So they're going to try and create something interesting in 2025. And of course, if you have a battle pass, congratulations, because there's also going to be a lot more opportunity in 2025 for you. And if you don't, just make sure you stay tuned to Shrapnel and be first on all their upcoming drops. And next up, we have Star Atlas. And even though 2024 was not the best for gaming, Star Atlas and the team have done so much and have been building this entire time. We've seen the massive updates with what they've been building with Unreal Engine 5, and when those gaming engines turn back around, we know they're going to get a ton of hype. In 2024, Star Atlas rolled out its Unreal Engine 5 preseason, new multiplayer battles, new game modes, and ton of improvements like enabling players to interact with their crew members and new maps on Planet Loki. And moving on to February, the devs want to let you know that they focused on improving combat, multiplayer, as well as blockchain features. Different species now have unique health stats and movement speeds, and the combat feels a lot smoother with better kill animations and easier multiplayer navigation with waypoint markers. They've also made bot respawns a lot better, so they're not just popping off randomly, and of course, they've made grenades a lot better in multiplayer. Then on the blockchain side, for easeability of getting new users, they've made creating a wallet optional just to create a faster funnel. But if you do use a wallet, the team has fixed recovery issues, improved password recognition, and streamlined wallet creation process. And then for those of you that love Fleet Command mode, they've made the visuals a lot more stunning and cinematic. There's scanning visuals, mining animations, and thruster effects. Now, as for Project Gallia, this experimental mode invites players to fly through space, exploring sectors and discovering planets, previewing the future of Star Atlas. And for multiplayer, you can now create private or friend-only lobbies, making it easier to set up matches. And for deathmatch mode, once you finish one of those matches, at the end, they'll show a ranking map so you can see where you are in those rankings. These February updates are just the tip of the iceberg for Star Atlas, so if you're a fan at all, make sure you're following Funjible Games, because we're going to make sure to bring you all the breaking news for Star Atlas, as well as all the other big and upcoming crypto games. In fact, if you do want to follow up on stuff like that, make sure you head on over to fungible.games. There we have a comprehensive website where you can find in-game walkthroughs, project founder interviews, breaking news, and of course create your player profile where you can interact with other community members and leave your own non-biased community review. Immortal Rising 2, a Web3 RPG on Immutable, just dropped their official 2025 roadmap packed with major updates, including improved gameplay, play-to-earn economy, and built more of a competitive experience. Some of the biggest highlights are the launch of the IMT token, NFTs, and a faction system. So for Immortal Rising 2's 2025 roadmap, they've broken up smoothly for each quarter. Now, quarter 1, it's all about their new token. Players will be able to swap in-game earning Starlight for the new IMT token, unlocking new ways to be able to earn and spend within the game. And for Q2, it's it's exciting because we have actual use case NFTs. This isn't just a profile picture that you're going to throw away somewhere. These are actual in-game digital assets that you're going to want to own, which range from weapons, armor, and your own unique avatars. And a guild competition system will also go live, making those online multiplayer matches a lot more heated. Then for Q3, they're going for that big refresh. They're going to introduce a new in-game world, new bosses, and fresher competition. Q4 will introduce the guild championships, adding inter-server battles that will make the game's competitive scene even bigger. And one of the biggest things is they're going to be introducing a faction, and here you have to choose between the Celestials and the Infernals. It isn't just for in-game play either, this will actually be segregated in the Discord. So if you're into idle RPGs with deep customization and Web3 elements, this is a big deal. With IMT, tradable NFTs, and large-scale multiplayer battles coming in 2025, the game is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious RPGs out there. And if you've made it to this point in the video, congratulations, because there's also an option for you to earn. You can still join Launch Pool Season 3 in anticipation for the token launch, and you can do that up to February 11th.